Hello friends, welcome to our digital blogger. We have been talking about top stockbrokers in India, best full service stockbrokers or discount brokers. But today we are talking about something entirely opposite. We are going to talk about worst stockbrokers in India. In a way, we are telling you that do not go ahead and open a demat account with them. These are highly not recommended. But even if you want to do that, please do that at your own risk. Let's get started. Before we jump into the list of these worst stockbrokers, let's talk about some of the factors that we considered while making up this list. First and foremost, we checked out the percentage of complaints registered against these stockbrokers at NSE and BSE, which are the primary stock exchanges of the country. The way this was done was we calculated the percentages, we just did not look at the raw number. Looking at the raw number can be misleading because there are stockbrokers who have higher number of clients, and this is obvious that the number of complaints will also be high. But when you talk in percentages, then we get the real picture that okay, now this percentage of the overall chunk of the clients are unsatisfied or are registering complaints against this particular stockbroker. Then we looked at the performance of the trading platforms, especially we looked at the mobile apps, how they are performing, what kind of complaints are being registered, what is the update cycle, what is the overall review, things like that. Mobile app is very necessary sort of a trading platform these days, especially for people who are on the go. Then we have had discussions in the form of user interviews and surveys to get a generic feedback of clients from multiple stockbrokers. The next aspect that we considered was customer service. Customer service is something that is generally overlooked, but it's really important at crucial junctures. The way it was done, we checked out different online forums, social media, Google Play Store, phone calls. So all of this was done to make sure that we have an exhaustive survey and research done at the back end. Once we finalized, we also checked out that what kind of responses do we get. Do we get a generic response to every sort of a query, or do we get a personal or a customized message on the specific concern we are asking the question for? Then we checked out the focus on technology by these stockbrokers, what kind of emphasis they are putting not just in trading platforms but other online channels as well, be it their website, be it their customer service part, or be it the generic day-to-day interaction as far as non-trading aspects of a stockbroker are concerned. At the onset, we had a bigger list, but with gradual research and overall analysis, we cut it down to 5 worst stockbrokers that are not doing any sort of a regional job in all of these aspects that we have just talked about. Now let's start talking about this list. First and foremost in this list, again this is not a ranking, it's just a list, but first one that is part of the list is BMA Wealth Creators. This particular stockbroker was established 15 years back, at least this is what the website says. One strange thing that they used Rahul Dravid as the brand ambassador, but honestly that's the only good thing that they've done. If we look at the number of complaints, they've got around 1% of their clients complaining against them. That's a huge chunk. If you compare with the overall industry average of 0.003%, around 1% of BMA Wealth Creators are complaining against them with one charge or the other. And they have been complained evenly both at NSE and BSE. In the current financial year, which has not completed yet, they've already got 140 complaints, while the last year they saw 340, around 350 complaints rather. When we talk about their mobile app, it is the worst mobile trading app in India with a rating of 2.9. Around 50% of the registered users complained against the app. And the number of feedback that we got in our interviews were around everything, the kind of features, the slowness of the app, or be the user experience of it. And we talk about customer service, there are different ways that we figured out. One of the direct way was to look at the way they are responding to messages across different channels that we talked initially. And to a surprise, We were talking about okay, a standalone message or a customized message. In their case, there was not even a single response from the customer service across channels, so they don't even respond back if you write to BMA Wealth Creators. So in a sense, this particular stockbroker still has a lot of gaps in multiple facets in stockbroking. So be aware that whenever you are going to talk with BMA Wealth Creators, you have a thorough check on their background. The next up in the list is SMC Global Online, which is far more a prominent name in stockbroking space. As far as complaints are concerned, the number is less, so are the number of active clients with SMC, but when you talk in percentages, the percent is pretty high as far as the complaints are concerned. In the mobile app, they are relatively better at 3.6, which is an average rating, rather a below average, slightly below average number, with around 27% of people complaining against the app. The last update was done around 5 months back in November 2016, so clearly the emphasis on technology is less as well. Going ahead, the next one in the list we have is Carvey Online. Carvey Online is known for its research and tips, but when it comes to handling the customers, there are way too many areas that they have left out for them. Be it complaints, be it negative rankings on the mobile app, or be it any sort of innovation within the space. So even if we leave out research for once, there is no other department that keeps Carvey Online growing. So honestly, from our end, Carvey still has a lot to do in every aspect, including customer service, technology, training platforms, or handling their current client base. Moving ahead in this list, we have next up is Alice Blue. Alice Blue is a recent name in discount broking, but they have had a very bad start. In fact, the number of clients and the percentage of clients is very close to 1% in terms of their overall client base. If you look at the number of complaints, the raw number might look small, but their overall client base is also in thousands. When we compare with SMC Online or the Carvey Online we just talked about, their customer base is in multiple tens of thousands, but for Alice Blue, it's few thousands of customers, and within those few thousands of customers, they've got regular complaints, and the specific extent of complaint is also very high. We are not just talking about the number, but the seriousness or the complexity of the complaint register at these stockbrokers. The app again at 3.3 is a below average number at around 36% of the users rating the app negatively. And finally we have SAS Online. SAS Online, firstly we will talk about their mobile app at 3.2. We expect a lot from a discount stockbroker who promises a lot as far as pricing is concerned or pricing plans are concerned, but when it comes to technology it falters really badly. Around 37% of the users are ranking this app at 1 or 2. Out of 300 odd, around 85 users have rated the app at 1. We tried to get in touch with the customer service department of SAS Online. We tried through Facebook messages, then we tweeted using the SAS Online handle. We also tried to get in touch with them through an email, but we did not get a response for 4 days consecutively, and the kind of response we finally got was an automated message which was very generic in nature. So we are not rating average as a ranking for SAS Online, but actually below average, because when it comes to customer service, if I actually were in dire strait and wanted some immediate help, I cannot wait for 4 days to get a call back from a particular stockbroker. So this is a warning against all these stockbrokers we are talking about. We try to get in touch, had first-hand experiences with these stockbrokers, and are trying to let you know that if you want to open a Demat account with them, go ahead, try your luck, but we are not recommending any of them. Now, looking at these worst stockbrokers in India, don't get intimidated. There are still good ones which are in the play. But if you're still not sure and are confused to which particular stockbroker to choose for your trading and investment needs, you can check out our website ourdigitalblogger.com/free callback broker choice. Put in your details there and we will set up few callbacks for you for absolutely free. This is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching it. We hope you liked it. In case you did, please go and press the thumbs up button. We'll really appreciate that. You can also subscribe to our channel, Our Digital Blogger, for similar videos in the future. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.